Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Let's see what messages want to come through for you, what you need to know right now whenever you come across this reading. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, we just had the full moon in your sign. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope that you're feeling great. We're going to see what the vibes are looking like for you, Leo. Ecstasis. Okay, you're doing pretty good. You're doing quite nice. Undressing of a salad, and then we do have the green woman. Very nice. It's very lighthearted. It's very fruitful. This is a big turnaround of energy because at the bottom we have Gloomless Doom, which tells me that there could have been some sort of shakeup. There could have been some sort of emotional disruptions or some heavier energies that you had to maneuver through. But it's looking like you're maneuvering through. You're clearing a direct path. You're changing lanes or changing your approach, or there seems like there's a massive shift in your energy and in your attitude and just overall how you've been feeling emotionally. There's this positive I just almost bit my tongue. I kind of did. There's something coming up about blocks in communication. I did see that in the pre-shuffle and the tarot cards. We had Eight of Wands reverse come out twice in two different decks. So I was like, maybe there's some stuff coming up about communication. So maybe there's a situation that you're turning around with another. Just throwing that out there. But there's this inspiration for expansion, for new growth, for something to be more wild and free, less restricted, less rules, less structure, or it just seems like breaking down barriers or breaking down some sort of wall that had been keeping you stuck or keeping you confined. Luminous Doom, Singer of Transfiguration, and Singer of Healing. Yeah, you're healing immensely. There is something that really brought you down or something that took a hit to your overall happiness, or just there was something that was thrown in your path and it felt like a complete obstacle or challenge or a test, but this is you overcoming this very easily. Well, you might disagree. It might not have been so simple, but it looks like, the worst is behind you. Good things are coming your way. Ecstasis is a card of pure pleasure, pure enjoyment, and harmony. Undressing of a salad, this is kind of like having to separate, remove yourself or remove certain things that are no longer in alignment. There's something that you had been juggling for a while, and maybe you realize this isn't it, or this isn't what makes me happy, or this isn't what I want to continue pursuing or experiencing. I want to live more free-spirited. I want to feel more in alignment with myself, with my heart. Like, this is making me unhappy. This is making me gloom and doom. So it's time to embrace this change, or it's time to embrace this next step in my healing journey. And you could be focusing a lot more on yourself, or I'm seeing you could be going through a lot of physical changes. You could be going through a lot of like transformation on like a cellular level, on like in terms of like your health, in terms of your fitness, in terms of just like your, is that a spider or is that a fly? That caught me by surprise. What is that? Okay, it's a fly. Really? Not me getting scared over a fly. It just caught my eye. I was like, but no. Okay. So whenever, this is my little superstition, but whenever there's a fly, I'm like, someone's spying. Someone's lurking. There might be someone that's keeping tabs on you, Leo. But yeah, I'm sorry. That like totally caught me by surprise. It's just because like the last week or so, it's kind of warming up, like the snow is melting, and so every little bug is starting to come out of the cracks. They're making their way indoors as well, so I gotta be careful not to let the spiders in. That's scary. I don't want to deal with that. No! Anyways, I'm getting distracted. That just threw me off. Okay. Let's see here what you need to know, Leo. Messages for Leo. What do my Leos need to know right now? Okay. We have the Ten of Coins reversed with the King of Wands. Ace of Swords in the reverse is at the bottom. There is some sort of instability, but you're about to take action or do something about this. You may not have all the information or all the facts though, because this Ace of Swords in reverse may be indicating that there's either blocks in communication, there's been misunderstanding, something's been misrepresented. This could be showing some sort of attachment, like a physical attachment or something that you're tied to. This could be representing some sort of contract that you're involved in or you can't back out of. It feels here, let's see, we have the Ace of Swords reverse with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You might not be trusting of somebody right now. You may not be fully trusting an individual. This could be someone that you work with or someone that you live with. But you could be looking at somebody here, Knave of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Coins, someone that either they're moving very slowly or you're noticing that there's inconsistencies with someone's behavior, like what they say versus what they do. Their actions may not be aligning with their words. Judgment reversed as well, and the Ten of Wands. This is something that's creating a lot of pressure. It's like a weight that you're carrying. So maybe it's that luminous doom energy from earlier. Maybe this is what you're realizing, like, okay, maybe I need to like remove myself from this or give less energy towards this because this isn't fulfilling or this isn't bringing me, you know, security or stability. This is something that leaves me feeling uncertain or in fear or lack of control. Ace of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this feels like either there could be lies or deceit or someone that isn't being completely honest or truthful towards you. This could be some secrets involved, right? So anyways, this King of Wands is your energy. You're being guided towards taking some sort of necessary action to we'll see what you're doing. Show me clearly, where is Leo headed regarding this situation? That was fast. Eight of Coins. So I see you're putting energy into this. Six of Coins reverse. There's like an imbalance though. So you may be guided towards putting more energy into this, or you're feeling like the more you show up, the more consistent you are, the more you dedicate yourself to this practice, to this place, to this person, the way, like, it's like you're trying to prove yourself, or the Six of Pentacles reverse. So there is an imbalance. So are you doing too much, right? Eight of Pentacles to Six of Pentacles reverse. Maybe it's a message saying to slow your roll. Maybe this is a message saying to back off a little bit, take your foot off the gas. Let me take a peek. Six of Coins reversed with the Two of Cups and the Moon. So there's uncertainty about where you and another stand, or it's like there could be like unrequited feelings here. There's a question, there's a wonder, there's missing puzzle pieces of how does this person truly feel about me, or what are they not telling me? Because the Moon is bringing in a lot of illusions, it's bringing in a lot of misunderstandings or hidden emotions that haven't been expressed. I feel like it goes both ways though. You haven't shown certain parts of your heart or where your mind is at, and so have they. So there could be some mirroring going on between you and this person, but it is showing that there's an imbalance in the energy of like the give and receive. There seems to be maybe a push-pull. Moon, Magician, Hermit. Someone is like in kind of showing up in a way that's unavailable, emotionally unavailable, or playing hard to get. We have the Empress underneath the Hermit. I'm getting an energy with the Empress and the Hermit. This is someone that really likes their alone time, or they thrive the most when they're on their own or when they're independent. And you may be feeling as if this is someone that is either pushing you away, or someone feels this way about you, like you're pushing them away. But someone really just likes their alone time. Someone really likes their alone time. So where is that? Eight of Coins. You may be drawn towards putting more energy into this, or that's what you're feeling like, okay, if I just continue to put more of a focus, then this Ten of Pentacles reverse will somehow become more stable, more secure, more concrete, right? You might be feeling like, okay, I just gotta put a little bit more effort into it. I just gotta grind a little bit harder. I just gotta keep going. So I get a very persistent energy that's coming from you. There's something you have your mind or your heart or your intentions are just set on something. Very difficult to change your mind right now. What's going on for Leo? Messages for Leo. So the Hierophant, like, so there's something you're dedicated to. There's something you're really truly committing yourself to. The Hierophant, this is Taurus energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is talking about, you know, your long-term commitments, and there's a lot of learning. There's a lot of teaching going on between you and others that are involved. This is the energy of like showing each other different skills, certain abilities, your strengths and your weaknesses. Even this is showing you what you may need to work on or improve within yourself. 8 of Coins and the Hierophant. Some of you have a new job, or I'm seeing that there may be some sort of new contract that you're signing or getting involved into, right? So maybe it's like, I don't know why I'm getting like freelancer, like freelance work, or you're kind of like independent, or, you know, you're up for hire, but then it's like you lock down on a contract, whether this is like 6 months or a year or a couple years for some. Why does this make me think of like actors or modeling, or just like having a, what's it called? An agent or something that's like helping you find work, or I don't know what that's about. But at the bottom, 10 of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins in the reverse, and the Empress in the reverse. Do you have the time for this? I think my deck actually is up. No, it's a mix. Okay. Do you have time for this? This is, okay, because the 10 of Wands in the reverse is all about like releasing and making space and clearing blockages, or clearing things that are just creating a lot of clutter and dysfunction. And so this, I'm like knocking these cards with my sleeve. This is representing situations that were taking away from you, that were draining your energy, that were draining your time, and just getting in the way. So yeah, Queen of Coins reverse, Empress reverse, things that were making you feel stuck or unworthy, things that were distractions. This is what you're letting go of, so that you're able to fully show up, or so that you're able to fully commit to this. Okay, that's what I'm seeing so far. Oh my god, this sleeve, it keeps moving. Massive ass sleeve. It keeps moving the cards. I'm going to push them up a little bit. So like you're fully locked in. There's something you're dedicating yourself to. And I'm hearing like practice makes perfect. Show me clearly what's going on for Leo. What do my Leos need to know right now? Okay, this just fell out on the 8 of Pentacles, and we have death. So because your approach is changing, you're changing your approach, it's leading to different outcomes. So if you're not happy with the way this has been going, or you're not satisfied with the results, you're wanting a different outcome, this is the perfect time to like make that adjustment, because it's going to be successful. So 8 of Coins and death. At the bottom we have the Ace. We have the 8 of Coins to the Ace of Coins. The Devil, okay, and the World, okay. So this is representing the end of a cycle and starting something new. It's been difficult to end this though, okay? Devil, World, and then the 5 of Wands. It's been very difficult to overcome this cycle, but you're doing it. Now, that full moon that we just had in your sign, probably, there's that fly. Get the fuck out of here. Someone spying, someone lurking. Okay. But there has been a cycle that you have had difficulty clearing or overcoming, but that full moon that we just had is activating this part within you that's allowing you to finally overcome this blockage, this barrier, to get more clarity of what the next step looks like. Hermit and the we have the Magician, 7 of Cups, and then the Hermit. You've gotten clarity about what it is that you want for yourself or for your life. And this could even be representing a partnership or some sort of romantic relationship. I am seeing that there's an invitation. There may be someone that you end up moving together with, or starting some sort of family, or starting some sort of commitment or a big project. So this is like squashing those old cycles once and for all. The Devil in the World. This is not going to continue. You're choosing a new path. You're creating a new life for yourself, a whole new reality. And yeah, so that's great to see that the effort that you're putting in, it really is paying off. It really is paying off. Death to the 8 of Coins. Your approach has changed. It's working. This is confirmation to keep going. This is confirmation that your hard work and dedication is paying off. And it's interesting, I accidentally knocked the Hierophant in the reverse. So this may be like the non-traditional path or something that you're not really used to. This is your new normal. It's also what I'm hearing from this. This is your new normal. What else can you tell, Leo? Nine of Swords in the reverse. So your eyes are now wide open. You're wide awake. You see things for what it truly is. You're not doubting yourself. You're not in your head. You're not worrying or second guessing. Like, you're truly ready. Look, the Fool at the bottom. You're truly ready for this new cycle, for this new beginning. The Fool, Empress reverse, the Six of Coins, High Priestess. Trust your intuition, though. I will say, there's an offer that hasn't yet come in. This is probably in the near future. This is probably over the next couple of weeks or so. This might happen today or tomorrow. There is an offer that comes in. Your intuition is going to tell you something strong. Like, pay attention to your initial reaction. Because there is showing here, there's an invitation, but Empress reverse tells me that there's not a whole lot that can either come out of this, or it's, I mean, I'll have to clarify and get a little bit more on this, but there's something, your intuition with High Priestess and Six of Pentacles, you have to make sure that it's reciprocated and balanced and fair and equal. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Otherwise, no. Okay? So this is your opportunity. If we talk back about that, what was it? The devil and the world, and how you're like crushing the cycle. Yeah, this may be that test to see, have you truly learned your lesson, and how is your approach going to be different than in the past? So, oh my goodness, I felt like there's something. Is that fly? I felt, probably not. That'd be nasty. Get the fuck out. Sorry, but call me dramatic, whatever. I know you guys get it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, whatever. But so yeah, it's just like epiphanies and realizations, and something that no longer you're blinded to, or you're no longer being controlled by or held back. Eight of Wands, the Lovers, the Star in the reverse. There is a phony energy though. Okay, your intuition is going to pick up on it right off the bat. There's someone here who's not actually who they say they are. Star in the reverse is definitely somebody wearing a false mask, especially with the Knave of Wands and then the Lovers. This represents someone who can be very immature, someone who is non-committal, someone who can be very like outgoing and charismatic and super sweet and passionate, but it's very hit or miss. And so you're going to kind of know immediately or like right away. So listen to your instincts, because I feel like this hasn't happened just yet, but this is where you see things clearly. You're no longer being there's no longer an illusion. You've taken off those rose-colored glasses, basically. And you're seeing things for what it truly is, rather than what it used to be or what it could be or the potential. You're seeing it for what it really is right here, right now. All right, let's get one more and then we can clarify. Anything else that Leo should know about? Knight of Coins in the reverse. So at the bottom, the Knave of Cups. Okay. Knave of Cups, Strength, and Temperance in the reverse. Y'all, there's some imbalance here. I see you're trying to like tame yourself or hold back or give less, but something's really not progressing. Or it's not like progressing in the way that you had hoped. So even when we go back to that Eight of Coins and Death, and how it's like, all right, your approach is changing, or the effort you're putting in is changing. For a while, you're convinced if I put more attention or dedication to this, it's going to work out. But perhaps you're realizing, what am I pushing? What am I forcing? What am I clinging on to? And that whole cycle of like that you've been stuck in, and now you're realizing with that Nine of Swords in reverse and then the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, you're realizing like, okay, I can't actually continue on this path or continue with the same approach, because this is an imbalance. It's showing here Knave of Cups and Strength. So it's like, here you are, you're very patient, you're very understanding and compassionate and like emotionally tapped in. You're very in sync. You just seem to really understand people, and you're able to put yourself in their shoes, and you have a lot of like empathy, right? And it's just showing Strength to Temperance in reverse. There is this imbalance, or there is this energy that's throwing you off, or it's just not sitting quite well with you. And then, yeah, even the Five of Wands underneath Temperance reverse. This is something that's kind of throwing you off balance. Hangman in the reverse, and you're starting to see this in a different light. Yeah, you're seeing how this is harming you. Three of Swords underneath the Hangman in the reverse. You're recognizing that this is something that is like harmful to you, or it's tarnishing you, or it's like affecting your energy. Or you're seeing like something that's not worth the amount of effort you've been putting in. So it's like you're having to make some sort of adjustment here. Okay, let's clarify. Taking a look back into this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you may have put a lot of energy. I'm talking like years of time, effort, dedication, money, like whatever this foundation represents, but it's not stable, or it maybe once upon a time it was, but not anymore. And so this 10 of Coins in reverse, let's take a look see. Time at the 10 of Coins reverse for Leo. Fool is at the bottom. I got like a hair. Okay, 10 of Coins reverse for Leo. Magician. 10 of Coins reverse for Leo. 3 of Cups in the reverse, and then Ace of Coins in the reverse. So here's the thing. Your intentions are in the right place. Well, possibly, right? I just feel like it's a mismatch. 3 of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You're looking for something long-term, but whoever else is involved here, and it could just be you and another, or it might be you and a whole group of people, but there's a mismatch of energy, or it's kind of saying not now. The timing for this is not quite aligned. This is kind of also giving like missed opportunity, or you might be feeling like it's too late, and you know, whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. I stand on that. I believe that full-heartedly. And perhaps that's just why this isn't quite aligning the way that you had hoped for. Let me see. So Fool's at the bottom, Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Cups. But there's resistance here. 7 of Wands. So there's like, this is between you and another. There's this connection here. It could very well be romantic. It doesn't have to be, but 2 of Cups definitely brings in that romantic element. There's this connection here that you're ready, you want to take forwards, right? You're ready to turn this page, you're ready to pursue, you're ready to expand, you're ready to see where this goes. And on the other side of this 2 of Cups is the 7 of Wands. And then whoever you're dealing with, there's that fucking fly. Hey, spy. Someone is on the defense, or someone has like trust issues, or someone's very guarded, someone is very cautious. Empress, Queen of Wands, the Moon, and they're showing up here very mysterious, and they keep going back and forth. Fucking spy, little fly, you fucking spy, like I see you. I don't know if there's someone that is just like observing you, but they're not saying nothing, or they're just like keeping quiet, playing a little bit of mind games. This may be somebody that you have a past with, 8 of Cups in the reverse and the 10 of Wands. Maybe this isn't the first time you've witnessed this behavior with this individual, but it's just like, it's not able to get off the ground, okay? 10 of Coins reverse and an Ace of Coins reverse. This isn't able to really develop into something solid. It's not really showing up at this time, in this exact moment. It's not showing up sustainable or long lasting, or it just feels stuck, like stagnant, like there's no progression at all, no movement. So King of Wands, this is your energy, right? It's that fire element. Let's take a look and see like how you're showing up, what you're doing. King of Wands for Leo. That's the King of Wands for Leo. King of Swords. Okay, so you pretty stern, you pretty dedicated. You're very much like, this is what I want. You're trying to compromise, you're trying to find solutions, you're trying to communicate, you're being very forward, very direct, very straight to the point. You're not trying to waste anybody's time here. You're very clear with your intentions. Kind of like this King of Wands. Justice, okay? It's like Justice, we have Three of Pentacles at the bottom. It's like you're literally giving a lot of like patience and time and compassion. You're like, hey, we could take it slow. We can just be buddies. We can just like get to know each other. You know, I want to help you. You can help me. This is like fair. This is balanced. My intentions are pure. King of Swords and Justice. I get a very fair energy, very equal, very much like you give, I give, we give to each other. We feed off each other's energy. Libra energy is coming through, as well as Gemini and Aquarius. Give me one more for this King of Fire, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Like, you're showing up here very stable, resilient. You have so much to offer here. 10 of Pentacles. But underneath that, we have a 5 of Wands and then a Queen of Swords. There's someone that's very much, they have their back turned to you. Because, you know why? You know why they have their back towards you? Because they're scared. They're scared and they're avoidant as heck. They are super duper avoidant. Super duper avoidant. They have their back turned towards you because it's like they probably feel triggered in a way that they don't feel worthy of what you have to offer, or they have a hard time believing what you're saying is real because they don't trust themselves, or they've been fucked over in the past and they're letting their past really dictate because it's showing up who you are. We got triple king energy and justice. You're someone who is really like solid. You got a lot to offer. You're the full fucking package. Even justice, like you're fair, you're committed, you do things the right way, you have a great heart. You're not here to just mess around or ruin people's lives. Like you actively want to like show up and be there for one another and grow together, and you want to just like add value to anyone's life that you cross paths with. And so you have like these pure hearted intentions in terms of whether this is again romantic or this is business or this is about family. Like you're a solid person. Whoever you are on the other side of the screen, you are really truly down to earth. You're solid. You have so much to offer. So what the heck? You're dealing with someone that's just like burning it all up, throwing it in the dust, trying to just throw it all away. Or, you know, like there's this person who's extremely avoidant. They're turning their back on you. And they're being very cold and icy and distant. And again, it comes from a fear base. This person's very much stuck in their own ways. And it's like, they may like the chase. I'm also seeing 6 of Wands after the 6 of Swords. They may really enjoy the chase or attention that you give them. But they're showing up very indecisive. Holy crap. Look, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and then underneath that we have the King of Wands. They're indecisive about you. They may want something casual. I'm seeing that this is someone who's attracted to you. Like there's a physical attraction, or like you really get it, like hit it off. You have a good time with one another. Oh shit, I just dropped a card. It's the 6 of Wands. It just fell. But something is just saying that there's just in this deep contemplation, this deep ass contemplation, but they're not doing anything about it. Or they're like maybe pursuing other options or seeing what else is available. So you may not want to hear that. I'm sorry, but this is what's coming through. So 8 of Coins, and then we had Death. Let's see. Your energy is shifting. Your energy towards this person is changing. I almost feel like the moment you kind of pull back a bit, they're going to be up your ass. They're going to be like obsessed with you. Like, see, and that can kind of trigger that cat and mouse, that unhealthy chasing energy, and that's not good. That can be very destructive and toxic. So let's see, 8 of Coins and Death. Let's see how your energy towards this person is changing. We have the 9 of Cups, Strength, 8 of Pentacles and Death, 8 of Pentacles and Death, the 4 of Wands. Well, I just kind of see you holding down the fort, you know? You're not letting this sway you. You're not letting this affect you. You're not allowing this person's behavior to dictate your own happiness or to get in your own way or to affect your peace. That is amazing. And I'm very proud of how far you've come and how stable you're showing up, how resilient you are, and you're actively choosing not to allow this to really affect you or mess with you or mess with your mind or mess with your work, because you know you're motherfucking worthy. You are, truly. And you deserve the same love and support that you give others. And you know that it's out there. You know that it's out there because you're full of that love. You're full of this love. You're full of this consistency, this stability. And because you are full of that, you know that there's other souls like that on this planet. And if it ain't this, don't you worry. There's something better. There's a better fit coming your way. So I see that's this change in your approach is instead of focusing on the lack or chasing after those that aren't even giving you the time of day, or they're giving you mixed signals, it's like you're holding out, you're holding your ground, and you're also being choosy of like who you allow into your space, right? We see this Four of Wands, it's like this castle, there's this red door, it's like you're not welcoming just anybody into your castle, into your kingdom. So I see like this is requiring a lot of patience, this is requiring a lot of strength, but you're hopeful, you're optimistic, you're positive, you're what did we say at the beginning with undressing a salad? You're dissecting and clearing things that are just not quite a match or not quite a fit for you anymore. Even the Ace of Swords at the bottom, it's just like, you're like, okay, I'm just glad I see things clearly. So that full moon that we had in your sign, it may have revealed this truth or this information, or maybe in the next week or so, you might be getting this clarity. But at least it sets you free, right? Yeah, literally the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, I split the deck. It's setting you free. The truth shall set you free. Hierophant. And so therefore, it's like, oh, I almost bit my tongue again. My dog is also going crazy right now. But you're just proving to yourself that you're ready for something better. You're ready for this next level. And you're asking the universe for more. You're not going to just stick around and settle for breadcrumbs when you deserve not just a full loaf, you deserve the whole bakery. Right? All right, Hierophant. We have the Nine of Swords. Hierophant for Leo. Tower. Oh, wow. Epiphanies. Big ass of realizations, temperance, and the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like a long time coming. This is like a brewing, a slow brewing that now is finally reaching its boiling point. So here you are. First of all, Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. This is you like obviously analyzing the shit out of this situation. What you could have done differently. Why are they acting this way? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? Like racking your brain up about this situation. It's draining you. You maybe are losing sleep about this, or you're dreaming about this, or you're just like, Nine of Swords, you're really much in your head. But then all of a sudden, it's just like, boom, overnight, or suddenly just hits you. Maybe it was that full moon that we just had, but there's this huge ass epiphany that suddenly just boom, light bulb moment. And it just, all of a sudden, you go from worrying and stressed and all up in your head to, okay, I'm chilling. Like, I'm chilling. I have clarity. I see it for what it is now. I feel at peace with it. I'm not worked up about this. I'm not stressing myself out about this. Like, okay, like, what was I so worried about? Or why was I so anxious? Or, you know, it's like seeing the forest from the trees sort of thing. Maybe this is through like the assistance or support from like a friend or somebody that you trust or someone that you talk to. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Three of Wands. You know, yeah, this could have been someone here that you can confide in, or someone that is able to remind you in times where you're questioning yourself. It's just like someone who has your back, someone who kind of like, who's like, Leo, you're the full fucking package. You just end up at the wrong address. It's not you, you know? It's just redirection sort of thing. So Nine of Swords reversed. Let's see the Nine of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords reversed for Leo. Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords reversed for Leo. Ten of Cups. Ooh, let them miss out. Let them miss out on experiencing you and your love. Let them miss out. And they're going to come back around. I'm sorry. You're probably like, Jade, I don't want to hear about that. But I am seeing that. Let them miss out. You're realizing, what do you have to lose in this situation? What are you losing out of this? Didn't really look like there was much to gain from this. Even when we go back to when we first looked into the Ten of Coins in reverse, there's nothing solid to begin with. And when we were looking into it, we had that Ace of Pentacles reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. And the Magician is like, no matter how much you try, it's just, there's no amount of convincing you can do to like lure this person or these people in. Like that's just not a fit. It just ain't a fit. And so you're realizing like, perhaps you're better off without this / one day they're going to wake up and have heavy regret. And that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. You're going to be moving along with your life, living your best life. You're realizing, oh my God, I actually am happier without this distraction or this instability or this roller coaster of experience in my life. Like you're realizing, damn, I did not need to go through all that suffering and misery or these mind games and, you know. And so I'm just saying, I would not be surprised. And I think we have Mercury retrograding this month. So, you know, bringing up people from the past. And remember the fly? I don't know where the fuck it went, but there was that fly that startled me at the beginning of this reading. Like, dude, they gonna be watching. They're gonna be keeping tabs. They're gonna be really watching you from afar. And they'll probably make a return when they see that you're no longer interested is when they want you the most. It's a twisted, unhealed cycle that a lot of people are stuck in. And look, the Hierophant, this is just what we looked into earlier, the Hierophant, that this is something that really just stressed you out. It messed with your nervous system. You had this epiphany, realization, be like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, Okay, Knight of Coins in reverse. Knight of Coins in reverse for me, I always see this as like you're fully putting this to a stop. You're not moving a muscle. You're not moving an inch. Not even a centimeter. Not even a millimeter. You're you're done. Or you've had enough. You're calling it quits. Or it's pure stalemate. You're putting a pause on this entire situation. Knight of Coins reverse for Leo. Two of Swords. Ace of Wands, and then we have the King of Wands. So Knight of Wands, Death, and then Judgment. So this kind of goes back to the person that you're dealing with. They'll probably come around at some point, and you're going to have to make a choice for yourself. And you're going to think about it. You're going to feel it out. But I do see indecision. I don't think this has happened yet, right? Two of Swords, typically when it comes out, it's like you have a choice to make. You haven't made up your mind. You haven't selected which way you're going to go or what you're going to do. Right? You might act impulsively though with that Ace of Wands, right? You might act from more of like an instinctual, heat of the moment, kind of passion-based decision. I am seeing at the bottom we have the Knight of Wands, so you could be dealing with someone younger than you or someone that has fire placements, Scorpio energy with Death, and then Judgment. It's kind of saying proceed with caution, y'all. If this were to return, if you were to go forward and pursue this, just proceed with caution, okay? Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Make sure that this doesn't disrupt your own flow, your own energy, your own zen, or steer you off course from your path. If it does, it's really not in alignment with you, but that's the lesson you're gonna have to figure out and learn on your own, regardless of what the cards say, you know? So that's what I got, y'all. I almost knocked this card down. That's what I got, okay? Whoa! I hope that you found this helpful and insightful. I missed you guys. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I missed your reading last week. I don't even know, y'all. It's been chaotic. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. So I'm just grateful that you have taken this time to hang out and listen to these messages, and I hope it helps you. I am so grateful for you. I'm back posting on my Instagram and TikTok, so you can follow me over there if you're interested. Private readings are available down below, and I'll see y'all later. Have a fantastic day. Bye.